Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back or welcome to the channel. Jeff here, and I'm just chilling in my garage like I normally do for these videos. This seems to be my normal spot now. But today's video is gonna be a fun one. So today's video is the part 4 or final video in a series that I'm doing showcasing my top 100 cards of the 1980s. And for those of you who have not seen any other of those videos in my series, that's okay. But let me get you up to speed on how I'm doing this set or what this set is in case you're not familiar with it. So back in 2019, Beckett Baseball Monthly put out their January edition, and there's an article in here that talks about, or the staff compiled a list of the top 80 cards of the 1980s. They also reference their website in here, which you go to their website and there's 20 more cards there, making it an even top 100 cards of the 1980s. And I love the 80s, I love 1980s baseball cards, and so it's right up my alley. And at some point after this, it became a PSA registry set. Now, back in 2021, I decided to start collecting this set, but I'm not doing it in PSA graded slabs. I'm actually doing it in SGC graded slabs. I'm not gonna get into the whole reason on how I decided to do that. I actually did that in my first video. So if you are interested on why I'm doing, how I decided on SGC slabs and all that kind of stuff, you can go check out my first video, or at least the first 8 minutes of my first video or so, and it explains it there. But I'm gonna save the time for those of you who have seen that and watched, along my other videos. But ultimately, what it just comes down to is I just love the look of baseball cards in SGC slabs. I think SGC slabs just frame the cards really well, and cards pop in SGC slabs. And it's just like a perfect picture frame for a fine piece of art, in my opinion. So that's part of the reason why I decided on it, but there's other reasons. So today's video is gonna show the top 100 cards. No, it's only gonna show the top 25 cards of the 1980s. So I have all 25 cards here. And what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna set this camera up and I'm gonna start going through these cards individually. We'll start at number 25, working our way down to number 1. I'm sure most of you know what number 1 is already. But all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just show the front. I'm gonna read the excerpt out of the book on what this says about the card, and then I'll give a little bit of my 2 cents on the card or anything like that I decide to do. But yeah, I think it's gonna be a fun one. I'm not gonna drag this out any longer. Let me get this camera set up and we'll start looking at the cards. All right, guys, and here we go with the top 25 cards of the 1980s, according to Baseball Beckett staff. Card number 25 is the 1985 Topps Roger Clemens rookie card, number 181. The weather looked great in Winter Haven, and young Roger Clemens was smiling. Seems like it was a good day. So based on the excerpt, it sounds like this photo was taken in spring training down in Winter Haven, Florida, where the Red Sox did their spring training from 1966 to 1992. This is the third of his 1985 cards to make the list, and this Topps is the highest ranked of the 3 of the Topps, Donruss, and Fleer. Just a great photo of a great player in a great year of Topps baseball cards. Number 25, the Roger Clemens. At card number 24, the 1984 Topps Tiffany Don Mattingly rookie card, number 8. It was pure genius when someone at Topps said, "Let's take our 1984 Topps set and cover each card in a glossy coat." That made an already scorching Don Mattingly card even hotter and shinier and pricier. And that's a good write-up and absolutely true. From a personal perspective, I love the Tiffany sets, and it's fun to acquire much more rare versions of some of the already iconic Topps rookie cards in the 1980s. And, with 1984 being the first year, this Mattingly was the first big rookie to be produced. It's just a fantastic card, and it's the last card that I needed to complete this run of the top 100 cards of the 1980s. And so here it is at number 24, the 1984 Topps Tiffany, Don Mattingly. Card number 23, the 1983 Topps Wade Boggs rookie card, number 498. There was a time when the world came together for one thing: find Wade Boggs Topps rookies. I don't know about the world, but I'm sure every collector indeed. And Wade Boggs came out of the game hot. In his first season in 1982, as a 24-year-old kid, he played 104 games and he batted .349. In 1983, he batted .361. In 1984, he batted .325. In 1985, he batted .368. In 1986, he batted .357. In 1987, he hit .363. And in 1988, he hit .366. He had a lot of other great seasons. He had a lifetime .328 batting average over 18 years. And this is his best rookie. Just an amazing player. At number 23, the 83 Topps Wade Boggs rookie. Card number 22, the 1984 Fleer Update Dwight Gooden Extended Rookie Card, number U43. When he entered the 1984 All-Star Game in San Francisco to open up the fifth inning, Gooden was just 19 years old, just 2 years out of Hillsborough High School in Tampa. He was, then, the youngest player ever to play in an All-Star game. Using his fastball almost exclusively, he struck out the side, fanning Lance Parrish, Chet Lemon, and Alvin Davis in a row. That kind of success on that stage can get a card like this, released later in the season, noticed. And it did. I mean, just imagine that. The youngest player ever in an All-Star game, coming in and striking out the side. Just a great moment in sports history. Dwight Gooden was on fire for all of the 80s. In the 1980s, he won 100 games and lost only 39 with an ERA of 2.71. Dominant. And, I just love the image on this card in the first Fleer Update set ever. Just a great card. Number 22, the 84 Fleer Update, Dwight Gooden. Card number 21 on the list, the 1989 Upper Deck Dale Murphy Reverse Negative Error Card. Whether it was a true error of a contrived gaffe, it created attention, and even bigger for Upper Deck, it created interest in its Premier Edition packs. So this card was wildly popular when it was discovered back in 1989, and while it doesn't command the same level of interest today, it remains one of the most important cards in the landmark 1989 Upper Deck release. According to Upper Deck, only 2% of the Dale Murphy's cards are the error card. And there's a really funny and clever story regarding this card. If you guys haven't heard, there is a Dale Murphy collector out there who has this reverse negative, and he also has his regular version card. And he went to a Dale Murphy signing, and he had asked Dale Murphy to sign both cards, but he wanted Dale Murphy to sign the reverse negative as it would be a reverse negative signature. And so what he did was, I think he had printed out the signature and had it already in reverse negative form for Dale Murphy to review and practice signing it that way. And Dale Murphy agreed. So there is a collector out there that has the Dale Murphy regular card and the Dale Murphy reverse negative card. Both of them signed, one regular, one reverse negative signature. So I thought that was pretty cool when I read that. Would be a fun card to have for sure. I have the other Dale Murphy card, his regular non-error version of the card. So I'll throw that here now. And so as you can see, the card on the right is the regular 89 Upper Deck, or the corrected error version of the card. And the one on the left is the reverse negative. So pretty cool cards. Used to be a very popular card, still a popular card to this day, but probably not as much as it was in 1989 when it was first released. Card number 21 on the list, the 1989 Upper Deck Dale Murphy reverse negative. Card number 20 on the list, the 1984 Topps Traded Dwight Gooden Extended Rookie Card, number 42T. Like its competitors, Topps waited until its late season traded release to issue the company's first card of the 17-game winner and 1984 Rookie of the Year, who also finished second in Cy Young Award voting. He won the next year. And yeah, it's the second Dwight Gooden card on the list. We just saw his 84 Fleer a few minutes ago. And I gave you some stats about Gooden in the 80s. But that 1985 year, he went 24-4 with a 1.53 ERA. Crazy. And what a great addition for Topps to get him included in this 84 Topps Traded set. So where are you at, Donruss? No 84 Gooden? Donruss should be ashamed of themselves. They were the only set that did not issue an 84 Topps Traded Gooden. Just a great card at number 20. At number 19, the 1986 Topps Traded Bo Jackson Extended Rookie Card, number 50T. Jackson was already a household name when his card appeared in the 1986 Topps Traded set. Having won the 1985 Heisman Trophy Award while at Auburn, he was then selected number 1 overall by the Tampa Bay Buccaneers in the 1986 draft. Bo warned the Bucs not to select him, but they did anyway. He stayed true to his word and did not sign with the team. A few months later, the Kansas City Royals took Bo in the 4th round of the 1986 MLB draft. He signed and became an all-star in marketing gold. And it's a crazy story. If you don't know, apparently the Buccaneers owner took Bo Jackson on a private jet to visit with the team and get a physical. Jackson was told that the trip had been cleared with the NCAA and the SEC, which it hadn't. And because the SEC barred athletes from being professional in one sport and amateur in another, he was declared ineligible to finish out his senior baseball year. Because of this, he vowed to not play for the Bucs should they draft him. And despite his warning, the Bucs ended up drafting him first overall, like the excerpt said, in 1986. He ended up turning down the $7.6 million 5-year deal and signed with the Kansas City Royals on a 3-year, $1.07 million deal. He later was drafted and signed with the Raiders, but that's another story. I just love the 86 set design. It's a great Topps Traded set with a bunch of other great cards in that set, and probably my favorite of his 86 cards. So at number 19, the 1986 Topps Traded Bo Jackson Extended Rookie Card. Card number 18 on the list, the 1987 Donruss Greg Maddux Rookie Card, number 36. From 1992 to 1995, the guy with the pencil-thin mustache on this card won 4 consecutive National League Cy Young Awards, leading the league in innings pitched each time. 4 straight Cy Youngs. Let that sink in for a minute. And I love everything about this card. I love the image, a young Greg Maddux on the Chicago Cubs with the rated rookie logo. I mean, what else could you want in a card? I guess I would have liked if he stayed on the Cubs, but you know, he was a good pitcher on the Cubs. He won a Cy Young with them in 1992. And then after that Cy Young season, he ended up leaving in free agency and he signed with the Braves, and the rest is history. But Cubs. Nice card, number 18 on the list. Card number 17 on the list, the 1981 Topps traded Fernando Valenzuela, number 850. The driver of sales for Topps' inaugural boxed traded set, the thought of getting a Valenzuela card picturing him alone during Fernando Mania caused many a collector to dig for the wallet. And yeah, I mean, he was hot when the set was released and Fernando Mania was in full effect. Definitely the best card in the set back then, and his first Topps card solo. On a beautiful 81 Topps design, one of my favorites, at number 17 on the list. Card number 16 on the list, the 1989 Bowman Tiffany Ken Griffey Jr. rookie card, number 220. With a print run of just an announced 6,000, this may well be the toughest rookie year Griffey Jr. card to find. And many collectors already have figured that out. There are no shortage of buyers for this card. And yeah, I mean, absolutely. I don't need to say anything about Ken Griffey Jr., but you know, he's a top tier Hall of Famer and was one of the most collected players of that era and probably still is. You know, this Bowman Tiffany is probably not one of the more recognized rookies of his, but it's definitely the most rare. You know, again, the excerpt said with just a print run of 6,000, you know, there's just a fraction of these compared to any other of his rookies out there. It's a tough card and it's a special card at number 16 on the list. Card number 15 on the list, the 1983 Topps Ryne Sandberg rookie card, number 83. The 1983 season saw the rookie cards of 4 players break out: Sandberg, Wade Boggs, Tony Gwynn, and Ron Kittle. This Topps rookie was and is Rhino's card of choice as he played a near flawless second base throughout his Hall of Fame career on the North Side. And I agree. I mean, this is my favorite of his 3 rookie cards. And I may be biased, but I think he deserves at least one more on this list of the top 100 cards of the 1980s. But this is his only card, a great rookie card of his. And at number 15, the Ryne Sandberg Topps rookie. Number 14 on the list, the 1986 Topps traded Barry Bonds extended rookie card, number 11T. We got our first look at Barry Bonds when the 1986 traded update rookie sets were released. At the time, who could have known the highs and lows that would mark an amazing career on the field? But even before the allegations, Bonds was a great player. You just wish he had embraced it more. So another great card from that 1986 Topps traded set. And yeah, you know, who would have ever thought what an amazing and unfortunate career he would have. I mean, he had some incredible numbers. Unfortunately, there's asterisks by those numbers. But regardless, he was always a great player. He was always fun to watch. And I always liked Barry Bonds. I liked him as a player, and I enjoyed watching him. So, number 14 on the list, the 86 Topps Traded Barry Bonds extended rookie card. Card number 13 on the list, the 1983 Topps Traded Darryl Strawberry extended rookie card, number 108T. Still, one of the greatest newspaper headlines ever featured a picture of Strawberry getting some extra fly ball work as dusk begins to creep in one spring training day. The headline, Strawberry Fields Forever. And yeah, that wins. Really clever. And for those of you who don't know, Strawberry Fields Forever was a very popular song by the Beatles before my time, but I know the song. And so again, a very popular song by the Beatles. And, you know, the headline with a photo of Strawberry fielding into the night or forever. Strawberry Fields Forever. Great headline, great card. His only 1983 card. Just a great rookie card of a great player from that era. At number 13, the Topps Traded Darryl Strawberry rookie card. Card number 12 on the list, the 1982 Topps Cal Ripken Jr. rookie card, number 21. Of the players shown here, only one went on to set the Major League record for consecutive games played, collect 3,184 hits, win 2 league MVP awards, play in 19 All-Star games, and earn a plaque in Cooperstown. Anyone here from Bonner or Schneider lately? Well, I guess Bonner only lasted a few years in the MLB, but Schneider, he hung around a full 11 games, I think, what I read. And yeah, Cal Ripken, you know, probably a record that'll never be broken. And like the excerpt said, a 19-time All-Star of his 21-year career and 19 All-Star games in a row from 1983 to 2001, which was his last year. So just an amazing player, an amazing rookie card of Cal Ripken Jr. at number 12 on the list. Card number 11 on the list, the 1984 Topps Don Mattingly rookie card, number 8. 2 Mattingly rookies in the first 11 cards on this list? You bet. This Topps rookie, while maybe not as coveted as the Donruss rookie was at the time, but pretty darn close, still is very recognizable and stands the test of time as one of the 1980s key rookie cards. And, you know, sort of a spoiler, as we haven't seen the 84 Donruss Mattingly yet, but I'm guessing you knew it would be coming. Now, this card of Donnie Baseball is higher on the list than his Topps Tiffany, which we saw, as the Topps Tiffany is a more expensive card, a more rare card, and I would have guessed more of a desired card on most people's lists. But I think this card is higher on the list, probably just due to the fact that it was more mainstream and achievable. It's a classic, highly chased card. Just a great, great rookie card of Don Mattingly. Number 11 on the list. All right, so with that, we're getting into the top 10 countdown of the top cards of the 1980s. And at number 10 is the 1984 Fleer Update Kirby Puckett Extended Rookie Card, number U93. Kirby Puckett wasted no time in making his mark in Minnesota, batting .296 as a 24-year-old rookie in 1984. but it took some time to develop his power. As a rookie, he did not hit a homer. He hit 4 the next year and exploded with 83 round trippers from 1986 to 1988. Puckett died of a stroke at age 45, becoming the second youngest man to pass away after already being enshrined in Cooperstown. Only Lou Gehrig, at 37, was younger. And I think the excerpt says it all. You know, he died too soon. He was loved by baseball fans across the country. The world was a better place with Kirby in it. And kudos to Fleer as being the only ones to get Kirby in a 1984 set. And it's a great photo of a young and lean Kirby Puckett, and number 10 on this list. Card number 9 on the list, the 1983 Topps Tony Gwynn rookie card, number 482. I think we all can agree Topps could have found a more flattering photo for Gwynn's rookie card. Like almost anything else. But despite the image, this is a really important card of one of the game's pure or greatest pure hitters. Yeah, you know, it's not one of my favorites of Tony Gwynn's cards, but it is the big Topps rookie, regardless of the photo. He had other cards that also appeared on this list, but none more important than this, his 1983 Topps rookie card, and number 9 on this list. Card number 8 on the list, the 1986 Donruss Jose Canseco rookie card, number 39. Both Donruss and Fleer produced Canseco rookie cards for their mainstream sets, but the choice of the masses was Donruss. It had a couple things going for it: the iconic rated rookie logo and Canseco pictured by himself. Meanwhile, Fleer's offering paired the future Bash brother with pitcher Eric Plunk. Donruss sold a lot of 1986 Donruss packs for this Canseco card alone, and one of the true highlights of the 1980s. And this was the card I dreamed of as a kid. You know, growing up, I only knew one kid in the neighborhood who had it, and everybody wanted that card. Everybody on the block wanted that Canseco. If you know that reference, let me know. But it's true. It was a huge card in the late 80s, and it felt unobtainable. And this card was actually not this specific card, but the 86 Donruss Jose Canseco rated rookie card was one of my first purchases when I started collecting again back in 2008. It was one of my first eBay purchases getting back into cards in 2008. And it just brings me back to my childhood. A lot of good memories of collecting cards, and this was the dream card for me right here. At number 8 on the list, and very well deserved, the 1986 Donruss Jose Canseco rookie card. Card number 7 on the list, the 1984 Fleer Update Roger Clemens rookie card, or extended rookie card, number U27. Give Fleer credit for getting the Rocket in its 1984 update set when the competitors waited until the next year to include him in their sets. Fleer was ahead of the curve for this one, as well as card number 10 on this very list. And yeah, that's actually funny. That's what I basically said about the Kirby Puckett card a few cards back, just about how Fleer had been the only set in 84 that included a Kirby Puckett in that set. This excerpt pretty much says the same thing about this Roger Clemens card. It is by far the best of his 4 rookie cards, this one and then his 1985 releases, and it's his only XRC and 84 card. just an awesome card. At number 7 on the list, the 84 Fleer Update, Roger Clemens extended rookie card. Card number 6 on the list, the 1989 Fleer Billy Ripken F-Face Error card, number 616. It used to be Billy Ripken was best known for being Cal's younger brother. Since 1989, he's mostly been known for his penmanship. And, very true. I am sure everybody watching this is familiar with this card. If this video finds one person who doesn't know about this card, it would make all of this worth it. So Fleer released this card in the set with the words, which I'm not going to say, on his bat knob. Once they discovered this, they corrected it with multiple variations. So this card was released first in the set with those words on his bat knob. And, they have other variations, the most common being a black box on the bat knob. But there's a bunch of other variations. There's a black scribble, there is a whiteout, and etc. I have 3 versions, this one being the card on this list with the words on the bat knob. And then the other 2 that I have is the black box and the black scribble. So let me throw those up real quick. So these are the 3 versions I have. The card on the left being the error card, the card in the middle being the card with the black box on the bat knob, and the card on the right, which I'm sure it's probably hard to see in this video, but is the scribble on the bat knob. So it is those words scribbled out on the bat knob. Nonetheless, a iconic card, a fun card to collect, and just explain the story to, or hear about the story, and my 3 versions of the card here. But nonetheless, card number 6 on the list. Card number 5 on the list, the 1985 Topps Mark McGwire rookie card, number 401. The USA Baseball subset in 1985 Topps introduced the program to the masses and brought this slugging first baseman's first licensed trading card to the forefront of the collectibles industry. Everybody wanted one, and everybody paid good money for it 2 years later when McGwire was slugging his way to 49 home runs as a rookie. And this card started going crazy again during the summer of 1998 when him and Sammy Sosa were chasing and beat Roger Maris's home run record. Mark McGwire ended that season with 70 home runs, and Sammy Sosa finished that season with 66. And there is a great documentary. It was an ESPN 30 for 30 that basically went through that baseball season and that great home run chase by these 2 players. And it was called Long Gone Summer. So if any of you guys are watching this and you have not seen Long Gone Summer, it's an ESPN 30 for 30. It is fantastic and exciting to watch, and I highly recommend it. But this is just a wonderful Mark McGwire rookie card. It is his only true rookie card, and therefore it is number 5 on the list. Card number 4 on the list, the 1980 Topps Rickey Henderson rookie card, number 482. You want the rookie card of the Major League's all-time runs scored and stolen base leader? You've come to the right place. He also holds the record for most career unintentional walks and leadoff home runs with 81. It's this is just a iconic rookie card. Really the only big rookie card in that 1980 Topps set, which was the last year of the Topps dominance without any competitors, before 1981 introduced Donruss and Fleer. I just love this card so much. I love the color match that they did, and I know they do this for a lot of the cards in that 1980 set, but I just love that green banner with the A's on it and that yellow banner that says outfield with, his jersey and batting helmet. It's just a beautiful rookie card. Love the stance, his Rickey Henderson stance on the card. It's just a great card. It's probably get a lot of hate for this, but it's the only 8 that I have in my SGC run of the top 100 cards of the 1980s. And there is an aspect of that bugs me. I mean, this is a beautiful card. It is centered beautifully. It is sharp. There is no reason I would need a better version of this card. But I think at some point, when it's sitting in my display cases with the rest of the 80s or the top 100 cards of the 80s, and it is the only one that is an 8 and not an 8.5, I will probably end up upgrading it due to my OCD. But it is a great card, a beautiful card, and for now, I am very happy with it, and that is number 4 on this list. Card number 3 on the list. The 1982 Topps Traded Cal Ripken Jr. number 98T. This isn't even Cal's first Topps card. That appears elsewhere on this list. But it was more challenging and more expensive to secure after its release in late 1982. While some dealers broke box sets to sell singles, others chose not to. As Ripken's greatness played out on the field, this became a must-have for any collector who understood what he or she was seeing. It still is. And, I think what this excerpt was saying was that, some dealers broke these box sets to sell off these singles, while others decided to keep the card untouched and in the sealed set. It's the first Topps card with a solo picture of Cal Ripken in his rookie season. And it's just a beautiful and such an iconic card. It's another one of my favorites and definitely one of the top cards of the 1980s. And that is why it's number 3 on this list. Card number 2 on the list. The 1984 Donruss Don Mattingly rookie card, number 248. This was the card, more so than any other in the first half of the 1980s, that promoted perceived scarcity and status. If you owned a 1984 Donruss Mattingly, you owned the neighborhood. You were royalty, and you were living large. And that's funny, that's what I said about the 86 Donruss Canseco. I remember this was a big card, but in my neighborhood, or at least, the group of friends my age, it was the Canseco. But it did say in the excerpt that this was, for the first half of the 80s. It's a great photo of Don Mattingly, Donnie Baseball, before his mustache days. He's one of the greatest players in the 1980s, in arguably the best set of the 1980s, and it's his rookie. So, just perfection. At number 2, the 1984 Donruss Don Mattingly rookie. And finally, card number 1 on the list. the 1989 Upper Deck Ken Griffey Jr. rookie card, number 1. Who cares if there are more copies printed to stretch around the world twice? One of the most important cards of the post-World War II era, ushering in a new premium brand into the baseball card aisles and leading off that groundbreaking set with the rookie card of arguably the most impactful player of his era. And what else can I say? One of the most popular players in the past 35 years, highly collected, and his rookie card number 1 of the set that changed baseball cards into what they are today. Changed baseball cards forever. It's like it was fate. I mean, name another player that could have taken this spot. Nobody. It was always supposed to be Ken Griffey Jr. And that's why this is card number 1 on the list of the top 100 cards of the 1980s. All right, guys, and so we're back. So what'd you think? Did you guys all know that the Ken Griffey Jr. Upper Deck was gonna be card number 1 on that list? I'm sure a lot of you did. But yeah, that's gonna wrap up this video series. I had a lot of fun with the series. I know every video was really long. For those of you who stuck with it and were interested in it, thank you very much. You know, again, I had a lot of fun doing it. It's gonna be a nice kind of snapshot in time for me, having these kind of recorded, so I can always go back and watch this. But yeah, you know, I know, you know, in the other series, you know, cards 26 through 50, and then cards 51 through 75, and then cards 76 through 100, there was probably a lot more cards there that you were less familiar with, you know, and you didn't really know about or have seen before. Where today's video, you know, I understand most of these cards, most of you guys are familiar with all of them, right? They're, you know, quote unquote, the top 25 cards of the 1980s. But nonetheless, they are fantastic cards, would make wonderful additions to anybody's collection. I am very thrilled to be able to have these cards, and I cherish them, you know, and I've said this in other videos, but I'm gonna be working on 2 50 card display cases that I'm gonna be building myself, where I'm gonna display all these. So all 100 of these top 100 cards of the 1980s will be displayed at some point on my wall. So yeah, again, I thank you guys for watching. And again, I hope you enjoyed, and we will see you next time for another one of my videos. Bye.